Yo, Kate here from the Emerald Minecart. Welcome back to another review, and today I'm reviewing episode 8 of Kamen Zeztz. So yes, that's right, for now, I am fully caught up with Kamen Zeztz. So yeah, until episode 9 comes out, I have this review of Kamen Zeztz episode 8. So anyways, the pros, the cons, and the mids. And this time, I actually do have some cons, but again, I've said this multiple times, I'll get to it when I get to it. So yeah, first off, the pros, the fight scenes. Once again, the fight scenes in this episode were pretty cool, especially since the monster of this episode has the ability to shoot out acid, so Kamen Zeztz has to avoid the Nightmare's acid attacks. Because obviously, acid plus the human body equals death. But thankfully, Kamen Zeztz gets to have a brand new toy. Of the capsum in this episode, and that is the recovery capsum. This is a teal green capsum that gives Kamen Zeztz a green form, which honestly I really do like, and I'm like, look, I know it's not called this, but personally, I'm just going to refer to this form as the emerald form because, I love green, and it looks like the green parts of the suit look like they are made out of emerald, which looks really cool. But yeah, I really like the look of this. Next up are the different capsum change voices. So that might sound confuse me, and trust me, at first it is, but here's the thing. So, okay, the capsum, they come in different colors, but some of them are colors that are similar to another color. For example, you have, like, the basic red capsum, but there's also a capsum that is also red, but it's more of a pink, and, pink is in the red family. And then for the blue ones, you have light blue. Okay, so basically, the capsums, they're in different color groups, and each color group seems to have, like, a different voice. The first one is the basic voice, and the second group, which has the blues, they have a slightly different voice, which I didn't really bring it up in my review when the stream capsum came up because, it kind of sounded the same. But then there is the group with the green capsums that have a more cheery sounding voice to it. I don't know, but they all have, like, a different tune to it. And honestly, I like that. I like that type of detail. Next up is the Poison Nightmare. Once again, we have another nightmare that is mute. But honestly, besides that, I really do like the look of this one. Like, it's all colorful. I really like that. I also like it has like vegetables and stuff on it as well. Which I just wanted to bring that up. But yeah, honestly, Poison Nightmare looks really cool. Next up is the Zeztz license. Now, previously when I brought up the Zeztz license, I mentioned that it wasn't really that interesting since, personally to me, it was just like a slab with stuff on it. And also, we didn't get to see Kamen Zeztz use it in the episode it was introduced. But in this episode, we do get to see it be used, and we discover that that the Zeztz license can be used to detect if a room has, like, hazardous material in it. So stuff like maybe gas or any form of substance that's usually toxic for us people. So yeah. So hey, it's nice to see that the Zeztz license has a purpose. And then finally, we get to learn some more information about Tetsuya Fujimi, who is a detective who works for, like, the paranormal division of the police she also happens to work with Kamen Zeztz. And when I say works with Kamen Zeztz, I mean Tetsuya and his assistant. So yeah, in this episode, we learned that the reason why Tetsuya is so obsessed with black cases is because he had a friend who was also a police officer who one day just resigned, and Tetsuya believes that a black case caused it. So yeah, it's nice to get some more information about our characters, especially since, again, Tetsuya is definitely one of my favorite characters, especially since how, like, crazy he is. Like, I love him. But yeah, those are the pros, and now the cons. I really only have two cons for this episode, and even then, it's not like, they're not big deals, but in my eyes, they're still cons. First one is the fact that, okay, so Kamen Zeztz has a sister named Minami. So, how has she not figured out that her brother happens to be a common writer? Like, first, like, it starts off with him acting strange, aka him being like, oh, hey, I gotta go, and then just leaves. Like, I know people will have moments where, like, they realize they have to do something or, like, run off and say, hey, I gotta go, and, like, run off. Like, I know that's something normal that happens. But then there was, like, the camera, and, like, she asked about it, and our camera Zeztz was like, oh, yeah, borrowing it from someone, which is believable. But then there is the scene with the Zeztz license, when he like pulls out the Zeztz license and is like scanning around the area for any hazardous material, and like Minami is like, "Hey, what is that thing?" And like Kamen Zeztz doesn't tell her. But okay, look, I know obviously she's going to figure out eventually, but how has she not figured out about it now? Like, you'd think the Zets license would be like a snap in her brain. It's like, my brother is hiding something from me, isn't he? Like, I'm just surprised. I genuinely am surprised. But now we get to the ending. Colorado Zets dies. That's right, the 8th episode, and our main character is already dead. Now, I want to know, I don't hate this episode, it's just Kamen Zeztz isn't the only tokusatsu where the main hero died. Not only we've had other tokusatsus that have had an episode where like the main hero dies, but this isn't the only Kamen season where the main hero dies, and even then, it's not permanent. Like the teaser for next episode shows that hey, he's back, and again, like this isn't a new concept for tokusatsu, so they will have like episode where it's like, oh no, our heroes have died, but then they're back in the next episode, or even sometimes back in the same episode they died, and it's just, I don't know, it's just a bit generic for me. But again, I don't hate the ending. I quite like it actually, but yeah, that was really my only problem. It just really felt like it just felt generic because again, this isn't like the concept of like the main hero dying and then coming back to life. Not really a new concept for Tokusatsu or any story in general. But yeah, now we get to the memes. Once again, the music, pretty good. That's all I have to say. So yeah. So, I give Kamen Z's episode 8 6 out of 7 stars. I quite enjoyed it. And while yes, the ending was a bit generic for me personally, I still liked it. And again, I really do like the green form that Kamen Rider Zets gets. I love it. So yeah. Anyways, that was it for this review. Make sure you all subscribe and like for more, and I'll see you all later. Peace out, home guards, and goodbye!